All right, guys. So this is me, Rajneesh Gupta, and this is Jamin Pathak. And thank you so much for watching this series. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe the channel so that you keep getting new videos the moment we publish. Okay. I mean, to get the video the moment we publish, you have to press the bell icon for that. Okay. So don't forget that. Without taking much time, let's get started. In this series, will we are going to cover the CompTIA Security Plus exam mock test, and this is the third module. We are going to cover the question sets from Pearson View, the official Pearson View platform, and we are going to cover the third module, which is on the application attack. Okay, so let me share my screen so that we can get started. All right, so I hope, yeah, perfect. The screen is visible, right? Jamin, the screen is visible for you, right?
Uh,
Give me 1 second. There is some adjustment I need to do. Yeah.
yes, it's visible,
Perfect.
but
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
visible.
So on the left, you can see we have 35 modules. We have completed the first two modules now. And today we will cover the third module, which is application attack. Okay. So let's get started. Uh, yeah, so this is our first question. This is our first question. Yeah, perfect. The first question is malicious code is inserted. Well, let me bring my mic closer. Okay, it must be better now.
Yes, it's
Okay,
better.
the malicious code is inserted into the running into a running process, taking advantage of instruction that call upon other programs designed for running application to load at runtime. What attack is occurring here? Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, so SQL injection is related to SQL, the server web application related vulnerabilities, right, Jamin? And
Yes, so
XML is again, I think, HTTP related, XSE related attack, right? LDAP is related to
directory.
domain controller Active Directory services. DLL is related to the dynamic link library related to Windows, for specific to the malware that runs on the process level. So if all these are not possible, you can work both the way. You can first remove what is not possible, and then then work on what would be relevant. So I think DLL should be the right answer, right, Jamin?
Right. That's correct.
Okay, perfect. This is the right answer. DLL. Let's next go to the next question. Yeah. So the attacker has captured packets by using a sniffer, extracted pertinent information and placed the packets back on the network. What type of attack is this? Uh, SSL stripping is not possible because in this we strip out the SSL header. Race condition is related to time. Okay, when multiple participants try to come up with answers. So replay attack should be the right answer. Um, what do you say, Jamin?
Yes, I will definitely go with the replay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the right answer. Question number 3. In this example illustrated here, the user is tricked into using specially crafted forced URL, which is client side initiated from web browser. What type of attack occurring in this example? So it is a request forgery, but it is request goes to the victim, and from there here, which is a client side initiated web browser. What do you say, Jamin? What would be the right answer?
Uh, well, sorry, but
I
I cannot
think.
see all options. If you can little bit scroll up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, here you go. Okay, so we have SSRF, CSRF. I don't think privilege escalation would be the right answer, and directory traverser as well.
Yes, so I
It
will,
could
with the
be
client side attack, so I will
SSRF.
definitely go with. Sorry, go
Which
ahead.
one? So, which one you think would be the right answer?
Because it's a
Because
client
the victim.
initiated
Uh-huh.
attack, so I will definitely go with the CSRF.
So that's right answer. So client side, if you look at the question, it says it's a client side request forgery. Okay, although the it is cross site request forgery, so this is related to client side a related browser related attack. So that's where cross site request forgery comes in. If it was server side request forgery, it would have been
SSRF.
SSRF. Correct. Let's go to the next question. What can an attacker use to hijack a user session or cause the user accessing a malware tainted site A to unknowingly attack site B on behalf of attacker who planted code on site A? Okay. I think this is cross-site request, cross-site scripting attack, right? Because we are talking about two website where users, the user accessing an malware tainted site A, which is already being compromised, right? So that's happened in the cross-site scripting attack, correct? Perfect. uh, Out of sequence action are resulting in the system crashes or loss of data, unauthorized access, and privilege escalation. Which of the following exploits the small window of time in which one action impact other? I think this has to be race condition, isn't
That's
it,
condition
Jamin? Because
because yeah,
sorry.
it should be the race condition because in the race
It's
condition we
related to
used to see the system crashes.
right. In this condition, because there are two participants trying to race against time, right? SQL injection is related to database cross-site scripting. We just learned about it. This is also related to client-side attack. So sorry, this has to be race condition. Perfect. Let's go to the next question. In the example illustrated here, the attacker exploits a vulnerable web app server to make a request unknowingly on the victim behalf, as the victim web app server trusts the vulnerable web app server. What type of attack is occurring in this example? Well, I think the attacker is trying to compromise the vulnerable. I mean, it's a vulnerable app server. So the request has been sent from the victim web app server, right? So we have a web app server where no client machine is being used. So it's most likely should be the SSRF. What do you say, Jim?
Yes, yes,
Right. So yeah,
server
perfect.
side.
Because if you see this is server side request forgery, attack is initiated from the web server itself. Okay, rather than client, right? Next, go to the next question. Okay, Marty, an application developer wants a solution that prevents buffer overflows by ensuring that the input is properly formatted. What solution should be implemented? Well, uh, to overcome or to mitigate the buffer overflow, I think input validation is the important element to work on. So I think input validation should be the right answer, right?
Right.
Perfect. Angela is an attacker uh, who has prepared a specially crafted URL that is client side initiated from the web server. She wants end user to execute unwanted action on the site that they are already logged into. Now this is going to be very important. What attack type has she crafted? So because they are already logged into, I mean, this is she wants end user to execute unwanted attack on the site they are already logged into. So whenever we are trying to compromise a session which with the user is already logged into, this is related to the CSRF, the cross site request forgery. So that's
Right.
where this attack is possible. So CSRF should be the right answer. Rest everything is irrelevant. This is something related to SSL, removing SSL headers. This is related to buffer overflow, integer overflow. All right, so let's start with the ninth question. In this example illustrated here, the attacker using software intercepts the HTTP traffic, and as the traffic is being redirected, the attacker strips away the use of HTTPS. At this point, the attacker makes a secure connection to the bank and provides the unencrypted content back to the victim. Then all the victim's information is able to be captured and read by the attacker. What type of attack is this? Because the SSL header has been stripped out, so most likely it's SSL stripping.
SSL
What do you
stripping,
say?
right?
Perfect.
Yep.
Let's check the answer. That is perfect. Let's go to the next one. Question number 10. Cindy, a security analyst, is concerned about code injection attack. In which specific type of attack is in which specific type of attack is malicious code inserted into strings that are later passed to the database? So whenever that's something about database and injection, it's definitely SQL,
Secure.
right?
So SQL injection, right?
Perfect. Yeah. Which of the following takes advantage of time delay between checking off something in bracket, a security credentials, for example, and use of something in bracket, result of check? So because I know this, I think time to check and to time of
Time to
value.
use.
Time.
Time to use.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So my bad. Yeah. So that should be the right answer because this is something related to time. Shimming is related to code to get the information to sniff all the calls and everything, right? Privilege escalation is also irrelevant. So yeah, perfect. Time of check to time of use. Yeah, perfect. Let's go to next. What can cause null pointer error in which the application dereferences a pointer that is that it expect to be valid but it is really null, resulting in a system crash? So I think race condition in my experience
We
is
already
the
talked
one
about
which,
that. Yeah.
yeah, which
Whenever
results
system
in the
crash.
system crash. Correct.
Yes.
Directory traverser is all about moving from one directory to another
To another
directory for files and for folders. Privilege escalation is about gaining the root access and everything. LDAP injection works in the
directory.
active directory. So race condition should be the right answer. Yeah, it is. Okay, Kurt believes that his directory server is under attack. He notices unauthorized query and even password changes. What type of attack is most likely occurring in this scenario? Because it's related to directory, I think it should be LDAP because LDAP is the directory protocol, authentication
Yes.
protocol. So SQL injection, DLL shouldn't be valid. Perfect. What occurs when a variable, for example, a 32-bit variable, is not large enough to hold a value, such as 64-bit value? When 32-bit variable trying to hold information more than that, it becomes integer overflow. If it is
Yes.
less, it's there's also underflow as well. But in our case, overflow should be the right answer. Perfect. Question number 15. A developer writes a piece of code to provide compatibility for an incompatible device driver. What is the name of the piece of code the developer has written? I think this has to be shim.
Shame. Yep.
Uh, right? Yeah, in this case, incompatible device driver, a developer can either write a shim, a piece of code between two components that is capable of intercepting calls. Yes, yes, that's the one. Yeah. Which of the following is the piece of code between two components that is capable of? Okay, so that's a shim, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, by placing a malicious client-side script on a website, an attacker causes an unknowing browser user to conduct unauthorized access activity, expose confidential data, and log successful attack back to the attacker without the use of being aware of participating. What type of attack is this? For sure, it's a cross-site scripting attack because attacker causes unknowing browser to conduct unauthorized user activity, right? So it has to be cross-site scripting attack, right? Because it's related to website and client-side script. So whenever we have a client-side script and script attack, cross-site scripting should be the right answer. Correct? What do you say, Javin?
Yes, I will definitely go with the accesses.
Perfect. An attacker has gained the ability to read files and folder outside of the web root folder and navigate a web server and OS file system. What gave the attacker the ability? For sure, directory tabbers,
Directed powers,
because
yes.
this
Yes, I
allows
will
the
definitely.
attacker to move here and there, everywhere. Input validation is like a control, it's not an attack. Pass the hash works in the active directory again. Cross-site scripting attack is related to scripting, client-side vulnerability. Um, Perfect. 19th question: which of the following is an asynchronous attack that exploits timing and is also an example of race condition?
Yes, we just,
Well,
when it's related to time, we know that it is time of change and
right. So
time of
when it's
use.
about time, yeah, perfect. Time of check to time of use. Perfect. Okay. Which of the following is a software driver manipulation techniques that helps improve the manageability of the code and also helps reduce the complexity and improve the code extensibility without changing its outward behavior? Those who are coming, who might be from the software background, they might know this is something we call refactor or refactoring. Okay, so this should be the right answer. Other than that, nothing really makes sense here. Awesome. Congratulations. All right. So thank you so much, Jemin, for
You're
joining
welcome.
for this mock test. And to all of you, if you have any question about it, do let us know in the chat. If you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe. This will keep us motivated. If you have any query about how to crack the exam, do let us know in the description. We will also add the link to join for our Security Plus exam preparation course as well. All right. So keep learning. We'll catch you in the next video then. Thank you.